Way before I get this video started, I want to add a disclaimer. I am not putting down any particular car wash. It's my fault for being lazy. Alright, let's get started. As you notice, I'm live today. That's right, and I got a little Sparky behind me. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me the other day for being lazy. And I deserved everything that happened. When I bought my car, little Sparky, I made a promise to myself. Anytime I get her washed, I'm going to basically do it myself. Well, the other day was having temperatures of 45, 46 degrees, right? I'm like, little Sparky ain't had a bath in a long time. It'd be the perfect time to give her a bath. But I didn't want to do it because I was tired. I was sore. I was lazy. So I was like, well, you know what? There's a car wash in the town next to us. I've been there a few times. Matter of fact, I used to work there. I took the truck through there a couple times. They did a flawless job. Why don't I go there? You know, I spent a couple extra bucks. So we went over there. They had a line of people. Of course they did. It was a nice warm day, right? So I drive my car up in the line. The guy comes back. He said they were busy. I was like, obviously. He took my monies. And I was like, okay. I started looking around. I was like, huh. We drove up a little further where we could read the signs, because where we was parked at, we couldn't read the signs. And it says, the vacuuming is going to be done on the other side, where they used to change the oil at. Yeah, back in the days, they had another little place right next to it used to change oil. So I was like, okay. And finally, after about 30-minute wait, I was able to get up there for my car to go through the car wash. Now, back in the days, I used to take my truck there, and when I worked there, obviously, you would hop out of your vehicle, they'd take your car through, wash it. At the other end, they'd dry it off, get inside, clean it. And before you went through, they vacuumed it out. Not this time. They wouldn't do no vacuum before the car went through. No. And you had to sit in the car as it went through. That was kind of fun. A little spooky, too. It didn't bother me, because I rode through the car wash when I used to work there many times 30 years ago. So we get through, and Angie's like, well, we got to go around and park and wait again for them to vacuum the car. So it took about 30 minutes. We drove around, we parked the car, I turned the engine off. There's a line of people, not a whole bunch, about 2, 4, 6, I was 7. Guys, we sat there for 2 hours. 2 freaking hours. When they finally let us go in, we got out of the car, went inside. It took them about a total of 10 minutes. Now, let me tell you something. Each car, we was watching them clean the car. Each one of them cars was taking every bit of about, I'm guessing 30 minutes. They was doing 4 cars at a time. They had enough people. It was taking about anywhere from 30, 35 minutes. They was doing a good job. What the hell happened when they got my car? I will admit, the car wash itself did a fantastic job. Okay? Going through the car wash, it made it sparkle. But on the back side, you can see where the water dripped down. Now, inside the car wash, or where they was vacuuming out, they was towel drying the car as well to put the buff on it. Evidently, they didn't buff her, because you can see the watermarks on it. And then inside the car, they half-assed it too. And I got to tell Angie when we was out there, I was like, it's dark inside there. Vacuum out a car, you need light so you can see what you're getting. Okay, that still didn't bother me. When they told us our car was ready, it didn't have the floor mats in it. And that still didn't really bother me. On the way home, we got to thinking, it was approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. My mistake, because I got lazy. It took them that long to clean this little car. And when it got to the point, after waiting 2 hours to get it vacuumed out, it was in and out there in 10 minutes at the most. It didn't even bother vacuuming the hatchback. That was not touched at all. I haven't looked in the back seat. I would have bet you they didn't bother it either. Now, my car wasn't really dirty. As a matter of fact, it was quite clean for the last time I washed it. But me being the lazy ass that I was that day, it cost me $25, a half-ass clean car, and a 2.5 hour wait out of my life. That's what I get for being lazy. Now, I'm not putting down the car wash I went to, and I'm not going to mention name because they've done flawless jobs. Angie says the reason they had to set up the way they did is probably because of the COVID. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. They still could have vacuumed it out, you know, outside. And it was at the end of the day. They was getting ready to close, so did they rush? More than likely. I get that. I used to work there 30 years ago, but we did a fine job on every car that went through there. Every car was inspected by our boss. There was one crumb, one piece of dirt, or any whatever soever, we had to get in there and clean it before they let the owner have it. Now, I tipped. I tipped the guy that was running us through the car wash that we rode in the car. I gave him $1. I even tipped the guy that, I guess we was leaving, I gave him $1. Yeah, I can't afford any more than $1. I could have gave him more of a tip. Of course, when I got home and looked at the car, I wish I did give him a tip. But guys, this all was because I got lazy. I got too damn lazy to clean my car, so it cost me $25 and 2.5 hours. What would you have done? I could easily go on there and leave a review, but I don't blame them. I blame me. Alright guys, that's it. That's all I got today. I'm doing this as a test pattern. A couple years ago, I used to vlog a lot on my deck. There I use the tripod sometimes. And guys, I'm going to pull the tripod out and do most of my vlogs with it. I want my vlogs to be crystal clear instead of holding the camera. Now there are going to be times I'm going to have to hold the camera, especially if I'm doing the trails. But most of them, we're going to use this. I'm in the market to buy another tripod too because I had to borrow this out of my studio. Alright, until next time, come on! Let's get out of here. You know, I was told by my wife the other day, when I do that, I shout it. I don't realize I'm doing it. Alright, we'll catch you tomorrow, everybody. Leave me comments. What would you have done if you waited 2.5 hours, you paid $25 to get your car washed in? It was less than perfect. Well, way less than perfect. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.